Yeah, man, the Elon Trump stuff just does not stop. Elon Musk has deleted all of his anti-Trump tweets because, of course, he has. Elon Musk went on an all-time, what the kids that call a crash out, and I think that it's very relevant for this discussion. There's really no other way to describe what Elon Musk did. Truly was a crash out. So Elon Musk deleted his slanderous tweets about Trump after going back and forth with this user right here about apologizing for President Trump. Initially, Elon went on this whole thing about like, what should I apologize for? I have nothing to apologize for. What should I apologize for? I'll apologize when the Epstein files are released, blah, 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 blah. He deleted all of those after he went on a rant with this person right here. It's been a really bad look for Elon. And a lot of people seem to think that Elon Musk potentially is, dealing with a lot of drug use right now. I'm not here to make that claim. But a lot of people seem to feel that way. And I don't think that claim is far off right now. With some of the behavior we have seen from him recently, it's really bad. And the worst part of this is that Trump is handling this with such a level head. And right here, perfectly said, President Trump rarely does it, but when he takes the moral high ground, it's rhetorically devastating to his opponent. It is. There's nothing that Elon can do when Trump is taking the high ground on this. When Trump takes the high ground, he's essentially, this is the way that Trump is deciding to deal with Elon, is to say, I'm going to take the high road and it's going to make it so much worse for you. So these are some of the tweets that he apologized for. What's the apology for exactly? Be precise. I will apologize profusely as soon as there is a full dump of the Epstein files. He has completely deleted all of these. He also deleted his tweets about Trump and the Epstein list. He deleted all of that. So some people are saying that's a good sign. I don't necessarily feel that way at all. I feel that Elon has done irreparable damage to his relationship with President Trump and with MAGA. I don't think he comes back from this in the eyes of President Trump or MAGA. And so this is where we are. And on top of that, today we had the Vice President of the United States of America, J.D. Vance, address it. And let me just say this about J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance might be the smartest man in all of politics. J.D. Vance is so well-spoken, so articulate, and so level-headed, and it seems like he can handle almost any situation. So right here, Theo Vaughn had J.D. Vance on. J.D. Vance is incredible. He really is.
Elon just hit the airwaves today. Bring it up, dude.
Oh, man.
The fucking shit missile is in the cannon.
Okay. Wow.
Elon Musk, and you may have heard of him.
I've heard of him.
Time to drop the really big bomb, right? And I thought this was going to be on Iran.
So it's funny. I haven't even seen.
Right?
I haven't even seen this one.
But he goes, at real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. This is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Nice signature from a South African DJT.
Man. Well, here's my basic reaction to like all this stuff is look. First of all, absolutely not. Donald Trump didn't do anything wrong with Jeffrey Epstein. Like the guy is whatever the Democrats and the media says about him, that's totally BS. Here's my basic read on it. First of all, I'm the vice president to President Trump. My loyalties are always going to be with the president. Mm-hmm. And I think that Elon, he's an incredible entrepreneur. He's actually done, I think Doge was really good. This sort of effort to root out waste, fraud, and abuse in our country was really good. And look, man, I'm always going to be loyal to the president. And I hope that eventually Elon kind of comes back into the fold. Maybe that's not possible now because he's gone so nuclear.
Well, his feelings,
I hope it is, man.
His feelings are hurt. Why though? Do you know why?
Yeah, I mean, so look, I think number one, Elon's new to politics, right? So his businesses are being attacked nonstop. They're literally like firebombing some of his cars. And by the way, we're looking into a lot of this stuff. I mean, some of that stuff we're looking into is an act of terrorism at the Department of Justice because I think it is an act of terrorism. So I think part of it is this guy got into politics and has suffered a lot for it. But I mean, and I get the frustration there, and I get the frustration that, I mean, look, Congress, you got the spending bill. but the main purpose of the bill is not actually spending or cutting spending, though it does cut a lot of spending. The main purpose of the bill is to prevent the biggest tax increase. But I understand, like, it's a good bill. It's not a perfect bill. Like the process in DC, if you're a business leader, you probably get frustrated with that process because it's more, bureaucratic. It's more slow moving.
Yeah.
So I think there's just some frustrations there. But I really, man, I think it's a huge mistake for him to go after the president like that. And I think that if he and the president are in some blood feud, most importantly, it's going to be bad for the country. But I don't think it's going to be good for Elon either.
Very well said from JD Vance. I mean, the guy is just so good and so articulate and so calm, cool, and collected. Elon has responded to this right here. So right here, Vance, I think Elon, if Elon chills out a little bit, everything will be fine. Elon responded and says, cool. The problem is Trump don't feel that way. Donald Trump does not feel that way at all. And that's the problem for Elon Musk. Donald Trump is pretty much done. I've got this report right here. Breaking news. The Wall Street Journal reports that President Trump allegedly referred to Elon Musk as a big-time drug addict during private conversations. Elon Musk also had a physical altercation. So we heard about the physical altercation that potentially happened. Also, I will say, I'm not ready to believe the Wall Street Journal. Just to be clear, I'm not willing to believe the Wall Street Journal just right now. Now, does it sound like that's probably true? Yes. It probably sounds like Trump probably could have referred to him as that, but I'm not going to take the Wall Street Journal at face value, because to say it in the nicest way possible, fuck the Wall Street Journal. Fuck everybody that works for the Wall Street Journal. They can all burn in hell. So I don't necessarily take that at face value at all. What I do know is that we have heard directly from the president, and he says that his relationship with Elon Musk is basically done. He doesn't see any reason to continue that. And he did warn that Elon will face serious consequences if he funds the Democrats. That is from Trump reportedly. So if you are a high profile person and you go on tweet benders and then you delete them because you regret it the next day, that's very feminine energy. It's very erratic energy. I just don't understand it. It's strange behavior for people to do that, to just go on tweet binges, lashing out, and then following up the next day and just mass deleting all of that like it never happened. It's weird. It's weird behavior. And if you're not going to stand by the shit that you tweet, then just don't say it. I mean, it's not that important anyway. It's just Twitter. But when you portray that behavior out there, it comes off very, very weak-minded. So look at this one right here. The fact that JD Vance knows is so great. Watch this. This is my favorite moment that I've seen from the Theo Vaughn podcast. And I haven't seen the whole episode yet, but this is probably my favorite moment. Listen to this.
We have
This is interesting.
Pull it up. Let's see it.
This
let's
post is from an account you muted. I'm curious. Who did you mute?
Ian Miles Chong. JD is freaking awesome, dude. JD is the man.
We have
this is interesting.
Pull it up. Let's see it.
This
let's
post is from an account you muted. I'm curious. Who did you mute?
Who is that guy?
Is that yours? It's one of your producers.
Mealy's Shong.
Mealy's.
Trump should be impeached and JD Vance.
Okay. At least I know Theo can't read either. He called him Mealy's.
Ian Mealy's Shong. Oh, it said Trump should be impeached and JD Vance should replace him. Dude, that's one vote.
Oh my God. This is interesting.
Pull it up. Let's see it.
Ian Miles Chong is a fucking moron. And I've said this for a while, man. Like, what is it about Elon Musk and the people he retweets? I personally don't want to be someone that Elon retweets. Okay? He retweets Ian Miles Chong all the time. He retweets that Mario guy that's been accused of using bots forever. Mario, his last name starts with like NW or some shit like that. you know, he retweets Grums, who's always accused of scamming people. I don't know if Grums scammed people. I have nothing against Grums, but he's always accused of things. Elon Musk it's always retweeting shady motherfuckers. Always. It never fails. Like, Elon has bad decision making when it comes to the people he is surrounded by. Clearly, at least on Twitter anyway. And the fact that he thinks Ian Miles Chong is a good person to retweet and co-sign his shit is a terrible look for Elon Musk. It's absolutely horrendous look from him. Rapid Response 47 says, POTUS on Elon Musk. I just wish him well. And this is part of Trump's classy response. Elon says likewise. So let's think about this in context. Elon wishes the person that he accused of being a pedophile well. Hey, that guy that was on Epstein Island, I wish that guy well. What? Okay, Elon. Yeah, I wish that guy that I accused of being a pedo, I really wish him well. I hope he has everything good for him. Terrible. Like, it's just the optics are so bad. The optics are so bad on this. What Elon Musk needs to do, Elon Musk needs to give a full apology. That's it. A full apology. No ifs, ands, or buts. No, nothing. Just apologize, and apologize with substance, and apologize clearly. That's the first step to all of this. Until that happens, there's nothing else. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to talk about. It has to be a public apology. It has to be clear. There can't be any like, well, if, and, or, but, nothing of that. It has to be like, I fucked up. I'm sorry. There is no truth to anything that I said. That's the bottom line. So I believe this is a former Doge guy right here. So let's watch this clip.
You have to apologize for two things. The first of which is randomly calling for the impeachment of the duly elected president of the United States over a policy disagreement, this big, beautiful bill, which I support entirely. That's not okay. I mean, at least the Democrats had the common courtesy of making up the Ukraine hoax to then go after the president in his first term to impeach him. Elon Musk did so over a simple disagreement on a policy. And the second, and it just pains me to bring this up, is this slanderous accusation that somehow the president of the United States was a co-conspirator in a multi-decade sex trafficking ring of minors. The president is a father, a husband, and a grandfather. He has no association with Epstein whatsoever. He threw him out of his Mar-a-Lago club because he was a scumbag. And now to have Elon Musk drag this in the mud, it's not okay. As Americans, we are allowed to disagree on the substance of the issue, but ad hominem attacks.
This guy has this is a perfect response from this guy. Absolutely perfect.
Have no place in the public square.
That's certainly true. I don't know that President Trump has always adhered to that particular philosophy, and I know your smirk actually confirms my thinking on that. But you also said that you're leaving the Doge movement after Musk's attacks on Trump. What was your final straw?
My final straw was, look, for months now, Elon set expectations 2 trillion, 1.5 trillion, 1 trillion. And if you take the numbers at face value on Doge.gov right now, it's 170 billion. Now that's real money. I think that Sesame Street in Iraq should have been defunded. That's about $1,100 a taxpayer as it stands right now. But the truth is the Doge movement ought to continue, and it will, with the cabinet secretaries like Secretary Hegseth and Secretary Duffy in their own respective agencies, identifying waste, fraud, and abuse, making the government more leaner and more accountable to taxpayers like you and me and your listeners at home. But the truth of the matter is that Elon Musk set expectations with the president, with me, and with the country that he did not fulfill. The Doge movement has to continue, and I'm eager to support that movement in a new light.
What does that light look like? Obviously, he was a special government employee, and his time was supposed to be limited. You didn't believe that it was going to all be accomplished, his objectives within that amount of time. There must be something else that has led you astray.
Well, I think I'm a big believer. I was a high school debater 15 years ago, Laura, and we were always taught to separate our opponent from the argument. And when you make the argument about your opponent, when you steep to these personal, slanderous, vicious attacks against a father or grandfather, husband, the president of the United States, who won the Electoral College, the popular vote, all 7 swing states.
Which President Trump has done as well, you know.
Well, look, I think I don't want to judge the president or anybody by what they may have done 4, 8, 10 years ago. The truth of the matter is the president has been exceptionally gracious, magnanimous, and patient with these slanderous attacks. They are beneath him. He is taking the high road as he should, and we all should compliment him on doing so. As the president just said on Air Force One, he's focused on bigger things, Laura. There's a jobs report today, 140,000 jobs created, all of which were in the private sector, not in the government sector, not here in the DC zip codes, but hardworking folks across this country are getting back to work. You heard the president say he's making progress on the U.S.-China front, on the Iran front, on the Russia front. He doesn't have any time, no distractions to deal with Elon Musk. He is focused on delivering on that historic mandate Americans gave him in November.
Well, certainly.
Very well said. And again, so we do have these reports that it's kind of making the rounds. The President Trump called Elon Musk a big-time drug addict. I'm sure most of you are aware, that Trump has long said that, he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't do any of that stuff. And I mean, I think that it's pretty safe to say that Elon is probably abusing drugs at this point in time. I mean, his behavior is very, very erratic right now, and that probably does not set well with Trump. So that's an important thing for Trump. And so for him to have one of his closest advisors, potentially, a big time drug addict, if this Washington Post story, and again, it is the Washington Post, so I choose to not just blindly believe the Washington Post, but if this is true, which based on Elon's behavior, looks like it probably is true, I can see where Trump is kind of done with this whole thing with him.